It's Monday. Guess where I'm at? My favorite place. Just came out the steam room. It's leg day. Let's get it. Just playing. Happy Monday. I came from 35 plates to 55 in 6 weeks. I hit a PR today. You see it? Hey y'all. It is Wednesday morning. I think it's like 10 o'clock in the morning. I got my surgery done yesterday and I feel good. It ain't like I ain't in no terrible pain. I am tender though. They gave me three like little holes. I got one in my belly button and two like right at my bikini line. There's two of them, so it's like a triangle. But yeah, they went in there and cut my fallopian tubes out. Those roosters and birds, like, you gotta just get used to them. But yeah, I'm just chilling. I laid around. I've been laying around all day. I made me some breakfast. Um, and I just been laying here chilling, listening to this rooster have a seizure. I don't really know what his issue is, but I never had surgery before, so that was a first. Um, Being put to sleep and then just like waking up, and it's like you have absolutely zero memory of what just went on with your body. And so that was nuts. Um, they did give me some perks. I done had two of them. They fives. They not the tens that y'all be singing about, and some of y'all be taking them. But I have fives, whatever that is. It's not the perk 10. I just popped the perk 10. It's the perk 5. And I slept pretty good. But last night when it was time for me to go to bed for the night, oh my God, I was so tired and I was ready to go. But I tossed and turned all night because I like to sleep on my side. I'm on my sides now. But the incisions, like me laying that weight on me, I couldn't. My body was like, no, that don't feel good. Get on your back. So I get on my back, and my back's like, no, we don't sleep like this no more. I used to sleep on my back and put like pillow up underneath my legs. Well, now I got the big roll, the pillow that's like in a big long roll. It's like a decorative pillow, but it's like, big and round. So I put that under my legs and I laid on my back. I used to sleep like that. My body was like, no, man, we don't do that no more. What you doing? So I back on my side like I did this all night. So I didn't sleep well. I didn't really. And then next thing you know, the roosters is up, and they wake up at like 3:45. So I was like, well, I guess we here until the sun comes up. I probably dozed off one more time for like an hour, but to just sleep straight through the night, no, I didn't get that. But I ain't tripping. I'm up. I made me some breakfast, and I had to bust one of my sour sops down that I picked the other day. It was ready. It was ripe. So I peeled it, took all the seeds out, and I put it in the freezer because I actually, instead of using bananas next week, I'm going to use soursop and make my acai bowls with those. So banana really don't have no, I mean, it's got potassium, but it's a carb. It's just full of sugar. And with soursop having so many other benefits and being antioxidant and on top of anti everything else, like why not use that? So that's in the freezer. So I did that this morning. I actually woke up out of my sleep yesterday, back on yesterday. When I got home from the hospital, I went to sleep. I woke up out of my sleep and did like a mini spring clean. I don't even know where that came from, but I woke up, I cleaned my bathroom out, I cleaned the living room, I vacuumed, I mopped. I was like, took all the stuff off the counters, wiped the counters down, the refrigerator, put dishes in the dishwasher, moved like all of these cups and glasses from one side to another, and just reorganized the cabinets. I mean, wipe the refrigerator down. Just, if I had an oven cleaner, I would have cleaned that oven too. It's not a self cleaning oven like I thought it was. And of course, when I be going out, oven cleaner do not be on my mind. But I need to clean the oven. I would have done that yesterday. Just cleaning. I don't know what made me wake up out of that. I had all these clothes out of my closet that I'm gonna drop off at Goodwill because I don't ever want to wear them again. But yeah, like they bagged and tagged and ready to go. And so yeah, I was ready to go to sleep last night, but it didn't happen. So I'm chilling this morning. I was listening for the rooster. I guess I don't know what he's doing, but he quit doing all of that. He be doing the most sometimes. I don't know what's wrong with him. Then when you go outside and look at him, he don't say all of it. He ain't doing all that. Ain't nobody looking at him. He does the most. If somebody go outside, he'll stop. You don't ever really just catch him doing all of that crowing and hollering or whatever this called. But anyway, so today the sun ain't out as much as it should be. It's cloudy out there, and then I looked at the app and it's talking about rain somewhere. It's gonna rain somewhere, which makes me nervous because you know what? Today I'm going whale watching. I came out of the hospital and called the whale watching boat people and was like, "Do you got any room for two people tomorrow?" And he was like, "I do. Take my money." So we're going whale watching today at 1, and we're gonna leave me and Taylor at like noon and get to that side of town. And the last time we was going whale watching, it was like storming all week, and it stopped that day. But we didn't expect it to be sunny, but it was so pretty out there. So today it's threatening that it's raining somewhere, but I'm like, you know what? It's gonna be pretty outside. I don't care. So we going. So I'm just laying here chilling. I was like, let me holler at my folks and get them an update of my surgery yesterday. But yeah, man, I can't have no kids. Like if I have kids, God is the dad. That's all. Like God is my baby daddy. And that's all I'm like, he's gonna have to be. I ain't saying because I ain't gonna have sex no more. It's because if somebody gets me pregnant and they done took both of my tubes, God did it. God did that. That's God's kid. I am not getting ready to sit here and worry about being pregnant by nobody's son for the rest of my life. I done had every birth control you can think of, and they all worked. But I'm tired of birth control. When I got over here, I was like, I'm coming off of my IUD. I've been wanting to come off of it, but I just couldn't do it because I would have ended up pregnant in a situation that I have nobody's business having a baby bringing a baby into. So I knew, I could be, back then I was dumb on some levels, but I wasn't plumb dumb. I some dumb, but I wasn't plumb dumb, okay? So I knew not to come out that off that IUD. But as soon as I got out here, I was like, oh, can y'all take my IUD out? So they took my IUD out in August. I got it in July. It was gone in September. I'm sorry. The same doctor, I went back and I made another appointment for a consult for more birth control. But I knew when I went in there, I'm not coming for birth control, baby. I'm coming for sterilization. So I let him run through the little birth controls with me as if I didn't know nothing about them. And I was like, well, I want something more permanent, you know. I don't even want to. I don't have a need for my reproductive system at this time. So he was like, oh, well, you want to do, you want to get a hysterectomy? And I was like, nah, I don't think that's what I'm in here for. But can you like cut my ties? Can you tie my tubes or cut them or burn them? Like, what is that? Tell me about that. And at first, because when I went in there, I thought I wanted them burned. And so I let him talk to me about that. And then he talked to me about cutting them out, which would also give me like an 80% chance. It will reduce my chances by 80% of getting cancer, like ovarian cancer. So I was like, well, shit, if I don't got to worry about cancer or a baby, like, yeah, take them. Because, see, my body be done over the years. If I was to get my tubes burned, he said that they go in and like solder like in between, halfway in between each tube, so they got these little burn. My body been healed that. I My body would heal those little burns in over time, and an egg would slide through, and I'd be somewhere pregnant at 46. So I said, you know what, sir? Let's go on and cut them, just so that I ain't got nothing to worry about as far as being some baby's mom again. I do not have no reason to be pregnant ever again. Ever. I have zero desire to do that again. That single mom stuff, I wouldn't put that on the enemy if I had one. Who's doing that? I can't. I cannot look my baby in the eye and guarantee them that me and their dad are gonna stay together forever and that they gonna be raised up in a 2-parent home. If I can't make that guarantee to my kid, I will never bring another one in this world. I won't. I'm not. Because I can't guarantee that me and your dad gonna be together forever. Who got that kind of contract? I won't do it. I think it's selfish to bring a kid in the world and then they gotta grow up with in a single household and bounce back and forth. My kids went through that. The 3 that I had went through that. That's not fair to them. I wouldn't do that again to another kid, and that's why I vow I'm not bringing no more kids in this world, and I can't guarantee that they will have a 2-family home with myself and their father present at all times in a healthy household. No, I can't do it. I can't guarantee that. So I ain't gonna have no more. Like I said, if I'm to get pregnant from today forward, that's God's baby. It's God's baby. God is my baby daddy. Because if the IUD held me down, I know clearing these tubes out is going to do it. That IUD, listen, that IUD, wherever he's at, I love him. He held me all the way down. The 5 years, 6 years that I had him, yeah. Yeah. But nowadays, it's like, it ain't even about getting pregnant. It's about all these damn diseases, Lord. I don't like to operate in fear. You know, my thoughts don't like to bring up nothing that's got to do with fear. But I fear a disease. Now, I ain't got no lot of zeal. A STD? What? Mm. So we wearing condoms, but I don't trust the condom. I don't trust it. I don't need to hear, oh, it broke and I thought I had it on. It like, no. Now I'm pregnant because you. Mm-mm. We gonna use condoms, but it ain't gonna be to for about no kid. I got that kid part together. It's on me. That's my responsibility, and I'm gonna make sure it's handled. I've handled it. So whoever I end up with, ain't no way he want no kids. It's no way. I'm gonna try to wear a T-shirt on our first date that says, "If you want kids in the future, block me." If you want kids in the future, block me. I think it'll work. I think it'll fit on a shirt. That's the first thing he gonna see me in. If you want kids, block me. He gonna be like, "What's on your shirt?" Read it. If you want kids, block me. Block me. If you want kids, sir. And get out my husband's way. Because if you want kids, that means you not my husband. So can you please step over here and get out of his way? Because my husband ain't going to want no kids. He's going to have grown-ass kids. I already wrote that down. Me and God, we. So that's how I'm going to know if he don't want kids. Like, if he want kids, I know he not my husband. And I ain't wasting nobody's time. So they cannot waste mine. And that's enough on that. I'm going whale watching in about 2 hours. And I'm excited to send my friends home. They come down here starting in December. And they stay through March and they start to head back home because their babies are about 3 months now. They big enough to be able to travel back up to Alaska so the moms can eat. Because the whole time the moms been down here, they don't eat anything. They don't have krill and the mess that the whales eat in Maui. They come to Maui to have their babies in warm water. So they about to leave. And I want to go see them one more time and just wish them safe travels. Tell them how happy I am to have even been able to meet them and see them. It's my favorite animal in the world. And I just love that I could go out here and see them, like, and say bye. So we're going to probably have a Mai Tai or something and just chill on the boat today for about 2 or 3 hours. And then depending on how I feel, I need to stop by Sephora. And since Taylor's with me, I'm sure she'll come because she don't really be in Sephora and Ulta like that. So I'm trying to introduce her to that store. Because I just had to get thrown in them two stores by myself. Like watching So Chanel on YouTube or Facebook Live 3 years ago. I started wearing makeup 4 years ago. And whatever she was putting on her face, I would go in Sephora and Ulta and ask for it. And go home and put it on my face so I could practice. And come to find out, she wasn't even using like drugstore makeup back then. I just jumped out here right into like Morphe, and it's like, I didn't know I could go get like Maybelline. I didn't know because that's not what the girl was using in the videos that I used to watch. Because I started ordering her eyelashes when she started selling them. I was ordering her lashes. I was already watching her do makeup, and I was never wearing makeup. Like I didn't start wearing makeup until I was 36 years old. And I just had to learn. I learned how to put it on. I learned how to navigate Ulta and Sephora. I used to feel the same way Taylor did about them stores. Like, all I wear is lip gloss. Why am I going in here? I get my lip gloss out of Target. And so now I'm showing her, like, okay, this section is this, and when you come in here, and it's such a girly store, so she likes it. And but she's not been in Sephora, so we go in Ulta a lot because it's beside Target. Sephora's on the other side of the island, so you got to really want to go out there or go to that beach to get in there. But they got these two brands that are not in Ulta that I need from Sephora. So while I'm out, after I watch the whales, I'm pretty sure I'll be hyped and I'm gonna just go on over there. It's about 45 minutes away. But yeah, we chilling today. Um, but I'm gonna take y'all out here whale watching again today and see what we can see how they acting. When we went the first time, they was jumping. The little babies was doing a lot of jumping. The moms wasn't really doing all of that, but they were, coming up and blowing the water out their blowhole. So that was really cool to see. But I'm expecting to see something different today. Like, I want to see a mom. I want to see the mom this time. When I was at work 2 weeks ago, like, the baby, the mom, and the escort come right past one of the houses I was cleaning out while I was standing out there on the back porch, because I always when I go to work, I gotta go look around everywhere first. Like, I gotta go stand outside and look around on the back porch. They call it a lanai, but I gotta go stand on the lanai and just look before I get started working. I don't know why. I do know why, because I want to see the water. And I done been to these places, it's a couple that I still haven't been to yet, because we got 120 something different houses or whatever. So I haven't seen them all, but there's a lot of them that I go to every day because people just rent them out. They're popular. And but yeah, I gotta go over there and look. I gotta look. And I'm gonna put a couple of ones that I got from this past week. I recorded. I haven't been over there in a while, so it was cool to go over there. It's actually like a penthouse, so it sits up on the 8th floor, and it's a whole house. And it's like 3 bedroom, 2 bath, huge kitchen, big back porch, and it's on the 8th floor, so you looking down at the ocean and stuff. I'll put it in here. You'll see it. But anyway, I'm gonna just chill. I'll take y'all whale watching, and I'll be back in a few. See you later. Girl, I just wanna be the one to do you right. And we're standing here looking at each other, baby, eye to eye. Look, it's raining. Hoping that you're thinking about leaving with me tonight. Who said you can't find love in the rain?
Yeah, right off our left side, guys. So these humpback whales are protected.
Outside every day. I ain't been in the club. Ain't seen the park. Sunset. Club beach. You know, we pulling up on Wells. That's what we're doing. Pulling up on Wells. We came to say goodbye. It's so
Yeah, looks like there's some more spouts at 1 o'clock. We're heading in that direction.
Like, we just watched whales while we was drinking Mai Tais. And the clouds are out, but there was no rain. It stopped raining. And God is good.
All the time.
Came out here to get some food. It's always gonna be a taco, a food truck stand somewhere. I mean, it's just how Maui do. They said when COVID came and all the restaurants had to shut down, the food trucks were the only things that survived out here. So they posted up everywhere, and we just be stopping, hopping out. I got some mahi mahi tacos from Ado. Good morning. It is Friday morning, and I think this is my fourth day off of work. Like, wow. So yeah, I don't go back till tomorrow. I feel good. I feel bloated, but I feel good. So I had a hole like here and right here, these two areas, 3. So yeah, I got these little plastic like band-aids, and they're just see-through or whatever, and they said they'll just dissolve. So anyway, I feel good. I slept good, but I got up and was like, oh, I didn't go to the gym, of course. I ain't going until Monday, but I got up and I said, I want to eat some rice for breakfast. Do y'all eat rice for breakfast? Like, when I eat rice, I put sugar and butter in my rice and I eat it. And I just wanted that this morning. So I got up to come make it. And I don't know why I feel like I can cook. Like, I can cook, but why can't I make rice? And y'all know Buddy is always here, so if you've been watching his videos for a while, you know the roosters is the vibe. Anyway, why can't I make rice? I messed my rice up. So I was like, damn, I can't have rice. So I said, you know what? Why do I want rice anyway? It's sugar and butter that I gotta put in that rice. So I was like, acai bowl. So I have I picked 2 soursop off of my at my job. There's a soursop tree right beside my job. That's crazy. Like, anyways, so I went over there. I was obsessed with soursop before I even seen it in real life, just from Googling things on the internet. Like, I told you that I had a boyfriend who had cancer. And so when I figured out, like, I decided to just dive into helping save him. Like, that was my thing. I always wanted making people feel good and feel better and doing what I could. So I just dove head first into like cancer, like holistic ways of dealing with cancer. And soursop was a big deal. So I used to order the leaves off the internet and have him drink the tea. Well, I never seen the plant, and so I never seen the fruit, so I just dealt with it online. And then I got to a place where I was like, well, I don't even know how real this is, so I stopped ordering it off the internet. But fast forward like 6 years later, 7 years later, maybe, yeah, probably 7, 8 years later, I'm living, but like I'm picking them off of a tree. So that's why I pause when I say that, because it's like the full circle that these came in my life. And now that I know all about them, once I started working over there and the ladies, my coworkers, was pointing out which tree is what, I said, that's a soursop. I got up out of my chair and walked over there and was looking at them, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've only ever seen this on the internet. And I saw the leaves and I recognized the leaves, and I was like, oh man, those are the leaves that I used to order. So I bagged up me some leaves, and then there was no fruit yet. I'm sorry, there was no fruit yet. They were little, but they were babies. Like, they were this small. They start off so little and then they just get so big. And I love how some of them will look like a heart. I already bust my first one down, so anyway, obsession. And so I go pick them now. And I got mango, and there's one of my other coworkers have mango trees in her yard. She bought me some today. Somebody got an orange tree in their yard. They bring me oranges because they know I love fruit. So my coworkers pick fruit off of their trees and they bring it to me. I had star fruit, like 12 of them 2-3 weeks ago. Like, it's so cool. Let me get back on track because I love talking about stuff like this. So anyway, I said I'm gonna make an acai bowl because, for one, they've had me in a chokehold for like 3 weeks. Making them myself, because I go to the farmer's market and buy theirs because I love them. But I found out I can make them at home too, and I can put in what I want to put in. So I was using banana. I peeled a bunch of bananas and I put them in a big Ziploc bag and I threw them in the freezer. And as I wanted one, I would come and get like 2 or 3 bananas out, and this and my acai, and I would make, that's the base. Usually frozen fruit is a good base for acai, if you want to eat it out the bowl. And sometimes I'm hit or miss with my consistency, because sometimes it's more runny than I want it to be, more liquid than I want it to be. I want it to actually be really frozen still, but broken down, solid still. So what I felt like, I'm gonna just get a new blender, and it'll be way more powerful, and it'll be able to break that fruit up for me quicker without turning it into a watery or liquidy consistency. Anyway, so what I did was I bust my first soursop down already, and I froze it when I ran out of bananas, and I froze it, and I just put this one in the refrigerator, because when I pick them off the tree, I need to make sure that they ripen. And so I give them like a week to just lay on the counter, or I'll put them in in a brown paper bag and hurry the process along. So the coolest thing about it, when you know that they're ripe, is when you squeeze it. Like, look at that. Is when you squeeze it. Like my mango, this mango is ready. This one, he really ain't. I'm gonna let the red come all the way off of this before I eat it. See how he barely have any red? When I got these, they was red. So I was like, I'm gonna let the red come off and then I'll eat it. This one, he's ready. Look, I can leave my prints in it. Anyway, this one is ready. You could peel it just by pulling the skin back. You know what I'm saying? And it's ready. You just got to get all your seeds out. And I ain't going to do that part on camera. It takes too long. It's a tedious process because you need to make sure you get them out. I did that already, and I put it in a bag, in a Ziploc bag, a freezer bag, and I put it in the freezer. So now instead of eating banana for my base of my acai bowl, I want to eat soursop. Get all those benefits. Why am I using this knife? Get all of those benefits of soursop in my acai. Because banana is basically just sugar and potassium, like Taylor said. It's potassium too, Mom. Yeah, but I mean, whatever. I got frozen strawberries I'm gonna use as well in my base. But yeah, I'm gonna just probably fast forward. I mean, I'm gonna just skip through this so y'all ain't gotta sit here and watch this whole process. So I'm gonna be quiet. My acai is powdered. It's crushed acai berries. See, this is the consistency that I like. I like that thickness. That. Pineapple that I busted down about 3 days ago and froze the rest of that. So I'm gonna put this on there. I took it out the freezer before I knew I was gonna need it. Tree at her house. So I get my mango out. Those have to go on there. I got this at the lavender farm when I went. It's lavender honey. Doesn't it look amazing? Everything in this, I put it in there myself. I know everything that's in it. That's why I was like, let me learn how to make my own.
70. The bond market is at 105. Last year got to a low of 91 bucks. They destroyed the bond market, which is like the slowest and safest investment that you can have. How do you destroy the bond market and equities and real estate and crypto at the same time as soon as we get into it? You think that just happened accidentally overnight? No. We need, this is the time I'm gonna agree with Kramer. There are nuts, they know nothing. We need full change. We need a full regime change from top to bottom.
To its all-time low.
Yes.
Right now. So is this a good time to buy it, or will this be the next contestant?
Ian, can I get some context?
Will this be the next contestant over the boat to be thrown over?
Right? First Republic Bank has tumbled 90% over the past month. 90%. 80% since March 8th.
Buy the dip.
These thoughts on Rashad Belias. Only.
Well, we just spoke about money being insured, and when there's regional banks, and we see it as SVB, and we saw what happened there. people start going to get their money. Now, this statistic is very important. 68% of the money, the deposits that are in First Republic were uninsured. 68%. When people, right?
Can you tell us what that means?
So that means after $250,000, right? Like that is guaranteed to you by the bank. If something happens to the bank, you guarantee that. Anything over that limit,
Lost.
look, we don't have it.